What's going on, guys? It's Marcel Benson, investor and entrepreneur, and we are back with another lunch menu. You already know it's the Sunday watch list of stocks that we're about to eat off this week. Now, I got 3 bangers for you guys, but before we jump into the video, you all know I'm on a mission to get to 1,000 subscribers. It's at that point that I'm going to be able to unlock a series that is going to be very beneficial to all of you, right? So let's get the likes up, let's get the comments up, and most importantly, subscribe, okay? Now, let's jump into the video. I got 3 bangers I just rip off right now. Palantir, Microsoft. I forgot the other one. Hold on, what's the other one? Palantir, oh, Shopify. So I got Palantir, Microsoft, and Shopify. Look, 3 bangers this week. I'm seeing an overall signal to the upside this week from all of these, and I believe that 3 of these will definitely be front runners in that bullish sentiment this week. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up the charts in just a second, right? So you guys can see what I'm talking about. But I'll start off with Palantir, then I'll get into to Microsoft, and then I'll go to Shopify, right? So if you look here, you will see that we have Palantir pulled up, and it's looking like it's not at it's not at oversold or overbought levels. It's just just kind of like hovering in between on the RSI, so that's cool, right? We closed bullish on Friday, and it looks like it wants to do some version of a V-shaped recovery, right? So we closed really strong on Friday. There's nothing but room for this to go up. We don't know exactly how long, right? It's going to depend on the conditions of the market or news that comes out. You never know what's going to happen, but just looking purely at the technicals, it looks like it wants to make its way back up to retrace highs and test highs, right? So that's Palantir. The next is Microsoft, right? Let me pull Microsoft up real quick. Microsoft actually has a really, really beautiful setup, right? So with Microsoft, as you can see, and I'll go ahead and draw this for you guys so you guys can see it pretty clearly, right? You see this? Microsoft has what we call a falling wedge, which is a very, very strong bullish signal, okay? So the falling wedge is just like, you have to draw your trend line. So the trend line is just 2 connecting points, higher high, higher low for an uptrend, lower high, lower low for the downtrend. So we drew 2 parallel downtrending lines that formed a wedge, a wide start, a more narrow ending, and we're seeing that this is breaking out right here. And actually, since I'm looking at this on a daily, I could bring this down a little bit so that it actually connects to the wicks. And with that, you'll see that we got our first candle closure outside of the falling wedge. So we could see this go up pretty rapidly this week. I will be watching for entries anywhere above like 393, right? 393 will show me that, okay, this is another closure above a bit of a resistance here. So Microsoft is a banger. Definitely keep that on your radar. This could be good for intraday calls and also slightly longer term swings if you're interested in that. But again, if you're in the group, right, you will have all this information. If you're not in the group, make sure you click the link in the description below. We are the best group on the planet in terms of affordability, consistency, profitability, and overall energy and support for the people in our group, right? I know a lot of you have been in groups where you may not have necessarily gotten the attention that you need or the questions that you had answered, and you kind of like feel like just a number in a big OC. But we make sure that everybody in our group is seen and heard and felt, and we get you guys to profitability. All right, so back to the charts. That's Microsoft, right? Microsoft is a beautiful setup. Again, look up falling wedges if you're not familiar with falling wedge. It's something that forms pretty often in the market, and if you see it, it's definitely something that you should take. Okay, let's find you guys this other one, Shopify. Boom, let's hit it. Shopify, same thing as Palantir. Looks like it wants to do a V-shaped recovery. Let me take all these drawings off. It looks like it wants to do a V-shaped recovery, right? We could just, imagine this coming down like this, filling in on this side, right? So if the overall market is bullish, then we should definitely get this recovery. Um, you could say in the next few weeks. What I typically like to do is I like to count how long it took down. Like how long did something take to go down? And if I'm making a play in the opposite direction, I like to multiply it by 2. Give myself twice as long for it to recover as it took to come down, and vice versa. So that's just a really good thing to kind of keep in your back pocket for when you're trying to determine how long you want your swings to be out for. It works for me. So yeah, that's what we have so far. Shopify, Microsoft, and again Palantir. If you guys have been following me, I appreciate it. Drop a comment in the comment section to let me know if there's any questions that you have about the lunch menu or anything else that I discussed, right? My goal here on YouTube is to make sure that you feel confident going into your trades, right? Again, the link is in the description for the Prosperity Collective, a community of individuals who are just having a good time, living the life of their dreams and trading, right? We got a few people who've, quit their jobs so far. We have others who are on the process or in the process of doing the same thing, right? We all have, different journeys. So there's no one right way to do something or one right timeline, but it's the fact that we all have the intention of being like our most authentic version. So again, big love to everybody in the group. It's always love over here. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.